Hey everyone, let's get straight to it. Here's how I made $850 in 36 minutes using less than $5,000 of buying power, and how you can too. The three trades that I go over in this video are all on the ticker symbol SPX, are all 0 DTE, and are all credit spreads. But most importantly, they are easily repeatable. I will show you my trading logs so far this year. These are not one-trick ponies. These are strategies that have 90% win rates and that I've been teaching here on my channel for many years. All right, friends, I am on a 15-minute chart for the ticker symbol SPX. It is a Wednesday, February 26th, 2025. This is what this day looks like in its entirety. The first trade that I enter is on this candle here. This is the 7:30 Pacific candle. I enter a put credit spread. I will put the strikes on the screen. Why did I enter at this time? What was my trigger? Every Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 10:30 Eastern, I enter whatever the magic 8-ball says to enter. Whatever it suggests, I just blindly enter this. So I filled my put credit spread at 80 cents. My exact fill time was 7:36, and my exact exit time was 7:56. 20 minutes time in trade. This was my only market exposure. $400. Easy. All right, I forget about the market for a couple of hours. When this candle breaks the low of the opening range, I sell a call credit spread. Why did I sell the call credit spread? Because the low of the opening range broke out, aka the opening range breakout. I also sell this call credit spread for 80 cents. I always use a 35-cent or $35 profit target, and that order fills for 45 cents on this candle here. My total time in that trade was 14 minutes. All right, on some days, not every day, 90 minutes before the close of the market, I will just glance, usually from my phone, and see what SPX is trading at and how much of the expected move is left. If I like the conditions, then I will put on what I call an end of day iron fly. Okay, this is a very small iron fly, 5 or 10 wide. That is tiny. It is what I consider a lottery trade because it has a very low probability of winning, but it also has a very low risk for a very high reward. I will at some point do an entire YouTube video on this because this is a trade worth delving into. So at 12, I put the order out usually around 11:30 Pacific. On this particular day, the order did not fill until 12:45. So just 15 minutes before the market closed, I sold to open it for $8.50. And then 2 minutes later, it filled for $7.50. So $100 net gain. I kind of actually did that by accident because sometimes I'll just put like a placeholder closing trade in it. And I didn't think that it would fill so quickly. Otherwise, I would have held it for a bigger profit. But anyways, that is $850 on the day for only 36 minutes of market exposure. A little tiny exposure here, a little tiny exposure here, and barely nothing back here. All right, I want to show you how this iron butterfly is constructed and some of the math, but in general, first of all, I have a lot of videos on iron butterflies specifically and how I like to trade them. I know that I've mentioned in a previous video trading them at the end of the day before, but I think the most ideal time to trade them is at 9 a.m. Pacific or noon Eastern because that is lunchtime. And I do have like a couple rules around because I also don't think that they're good everyday trades, but I certainly have made way more money trading iron butterflies than I do verticals, but I still don't think that it's a easier trade than verticals because it requires better timing than verticals. So on Thinkorswim, they don't have a shortcut for iron butterflies. Instead, they're called iron condors. I mean, it is an iron condor, but because the short strikes match, short strike, 50, 50, because they match. In the option world, we just call them iron butterflies. So as you can see, I'm short the 50, long the 60 call, long the 40 put. So that's 10 on this side, 10 on this side. And that means that the max that I can lose on this spread is $150. Obviously, I only sold one contract. $150. The max gain is $850. And in order to win that, SPX would need to close right at 50, which is a very, very, very low likelihood. But it doesn't matter because there's plenty of opportunity because of how volatile the premium is in the last few minutes to capture decent profit. So sometimes I will go even less wide and do a 5 wide iron fly and look to capture like 450, 460 in credit. And then my max loss is only $30 or $40 and my max gain is $450, $460. There's reasons that I choose these fill prices, which I'll have to go over in a longer video, but I've had a lot of success with these end of day iron flies. The only thing is that it's sort of like scalping at the end of the day. And I've said this many times, power hour is not my favorite time to trade. And I'm usually just done trading, early on in the day. I'm not trying to come back 4 hours later and mess around with the market. But there are rules that I have to put these trades on. All right, let me share with you how these particular strategies have done so far this year, 2025. By the way, I'm recording this on March 4th. I'll just go over the obvious here. 88% win rate. Come on. 470% ROI. Stop. This trade, it just cannot be easier. It's literally copy and paste. I am beside myself. I just noticed now, February had no losers, including the ones that I missed. Like, I attempt this trade every Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 10:30 Eastern. January clearly started out bad. Actually, somebody remind me next year, first week of January, to just take it off, because almost all of my first week of January's look like this. So then I started doing some crazy stuff, like trying to add 50 cents to whatever the Magic 8 Ball alerted price was, hoping that, I could get a pullback and then get in on a better price and hopefully reduce my time in trade. But that worked, but it probably wasn't necessary. So bottom line is both months have been green. All right, and here is the opening range breakout 2025 year to date, 19 occurrences, 17 wins, 89% win rate. Stop. 15 minutes after the opening bell rings, draw 2 lines. Like, this cannot be any easier. 112% ROI. Stop. When I say that I missed a winning trade, both on this and the Magic 8 Ball, sometimes I truly did. Well, not on the Magic 8 Ball, but sometimes on these days, because this isn't a fixed time, the breakout can happen anytime or even not at all. Sometimes when I missed it, I truly did miss it. Like, I was not prepared. I was out doing something personally. Most of the time it's because I went to go enter the spread and it just never reached the price that I wanted. So it won without me. In the caption, you can learn more about the Magic 8 Ball prediction engine for free. You can learn more about the orb for free. If you prefer to learn in a formal course format, I created the orb deep dive. If you want help during the live market session, you can trade with me at Axe Options. Listen, I wish you the best. There is plenty of profits in the stock market for everyone. This isn't a competition. Everyone can win. Find a strategy with positive expectancy and just lock in. The only thing, once you do, the only thing that's separating you from consistent profitability and the wealth that you desire is your own discipline. You master the discipline, and then it's like riding a bike. You open up your platform every day and you just ride a bike. I wish you all the best. Good luck. Keep going.